Welcome to Global Heroes. Before we dive into today's article, remember to subscribe and get your free digital copy of Global Heroes at globalheroes.com. And now let's talk about CORE is on the ground supporting the needs of the Ukrainian people by Ali Murray. When Russia invaded Ukraine and forced the country into the biggest humanitarian crisis since World War II, Penn and his crisis response nonprofit CORE quickly began working on the ground in Ukraine, Poland, and Romania to support those fleeing. According to estimates from the UN, 12 million people in Ukraine will need relief and protection due to the war. When the war first broke out in February, Penn flew to Ukraine's capital, Kiev, to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, where Penn noted his admiration for the president. "I don't know if he knew that he was born for this, but it was clear I was in the presence of something," he told Anderson Cooper during an interview on CNN. And again, I think reflected of so many Ukrainians, that was new to the modern world in terms of courage and dignity, and love that comes out of the man, and the way he has unified that country. On the ground in Poland and Romania, CORE is working with international and local partners to support the immediate needs of Ukrainian people fleeing. Initially, their response focused on providing cash assistance to families and distributing hygiene kits. As the needs evolve, CORE's efforts will adapt to support refugees relocating. Penn founded the charity in 2010 with activist Ann Lee after an earthquake rocked Haiti, and has since worked on the ground worldwide, providing humanitarian aid in places like Brazil, Texas, Louisiana, and more. "We are not saviors," co-founder and CEO Lee said. "We are not coming to help for the glory and recognition, and then leaving once the initial job is completed. We are trusted partners to the community, and that requires close collaboration with community leaders and members to ensure we are addressing their needs." Penn amplified Lee's statement regarding their work in Ukraine, vowing to do everything he can to help refugees. "We intend to stay the course," he said. "This is one of the most heartbreaking moments in most of our lifetimes for the world at large, and it is a crisis at large." Penn and Lee have gone between Poland and Ukraine, meeting with government officials, hearing first-hand stories from refugees, and even signing a partnership with the city of Krakow, Poland, to provide aid to refugees entering the country. In a statement, Penn said, "Already a brutal mistake of lives taken and hearts broken, and if he doesn't relent, I believe Mr. Putin will have made a most horrible mistake for all of humankind." President Zelensky and the Ukrainian people have risen as historic symbols of courage and principle. Ukraine is the tip of the spear for the democratic embrace of dreams. If we allow it to fight alone, our soul as America is lost. On both Penn's Instagram and the CORE Instagram, the team has been sharing videos, stories, and pictures to show the world what is happening in Ukraine, what they are doing to support, and how you can help. CORE has been providing aid for more than 10 years, leading sustainable programs focused on 4 pillars: emergency relief, disaster preparedness, environmental resilience, and community building. Don't miss more stories from Penn and CORE on globalheroes.com. Thank you for being with us, and see you on the next episode.